Hi everyone, my name is Hayley Morrison. I am 38 from Newcastle. I live with my partner, our daughter Ruby, who's 6, and our little dog Lola. And the reason why I'm doing this is for a while I've kind of been struggling, which I'm sure a lot of people have been, with my health and my mindset. And I've wanted to do a podcast for a long time, but I want to do it on different elements. I want to do it about the mind, about your body, what you're putting in, what you're putting on your body, and how it's affecting your health, and also like the spiritual side of stuff, which, if I'm honest, I'm not as experienced on. I do like to think that it is a spirit world. I do believe more in the energies and stuff like that, chakras, but again, I'm not, I'd say, 100% qualified. But the reason why I'm just recording this now, I haven't actually planned to do it. I just thought, right, I need to start somewhere. And I watched a guy the other day, and I do also believe this quote: you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to become great. And I feel like right now I'm just in that moment where I just want to kind of pour everything out. So I thought I'm just going to record it, and if it's okay and I don't embarrass myself too much, I'll put it on YouTube, and who knows, somebody might watch it, might be able to relate. But what I'm wanting to try and do anyway is to start on a journey where I'm putting myself first, my health. And I definitely think for me, it starts with, I do believe the mind and the body come side by side, but I definitely think the body, exercise, nutrition, that kind of stuff just has a massive effect on the mind anyway. So I'm starting with not just thinking positive, but actually eating better, moving more, and trying to lose a bit of weight. So hopefully I'm not going to bore you, but I'm going to tell you a little bit of a background story about me. Growing up, I had a good childhood. Well, my mum and dad split up when I was about 11. But I don't look back, and I don't regret that. I think it was a good split. I actually think my mum was better for my dad, and probably vice versa. Obviously love them both. So yeah, I had an okay childhood growing up. I was a singer, so I used to sing around the clubs. And then I did discos, used to do kids parties and stuff like that. And then sometimes I'll get bored and I'll kind of get a job through the week just for the sake of actually going out and just doing something. I was like the kind of doing stuff. And obviously I had my daughter in 2015, and I think it was about a year and a half afterwards. There was a few different things happened. I had a virus. I was auditioning for a band, and I'm sure there's something else as well. That was not long after Christmas or just before. It was one of them. So I felt the stress, I guess, was on it. And then after that, obviously auditioned for the band and stuff, got over my virus, and I just was feeling tired all of the time, like really tired. So I went to the doctors, got my bloods tested, and I was diagnosed with an underactive thyroid. I was in denial because I was like, what's happened to us? Why have I got this, thing that's going to be forever, and I'm going to be on meds forever? I just was totally in denial. And that's when I really took all of the research I had been doing since joining the Forex team, which is another story I can tell you about your mindset and stuff. I decided to kind of put it into practice. So what I started doing was meditate, which I never really done, but I used to meditate. And obviously thyroid, it's a hormone, it's a gland in your throat that controls your hormones, which can affect weight loss and lots of other different things. So I started just, meditating, rubbing my throat and saying, trusting in my body and saying, right, I believe that you can heal. I started doing that every day. I started exercising, walking, doing my steps, calorie counting, and just eating better, just generally having a better lifestyle, and the determination that, no, this is not going to happen to me. And what happened was my results improved quite dramatically, to the point where it nearly pushed me overactive. So I was underactive and I nearly went overactive. I tried to speak to the doctor. A nurse I spoke to first said, because I had asked her that I was wanting to stop my meds, and she said, oh, no, you've got to be on these meds forever, for life. So anyway, I respectfully asked if I could speak to a doctor, who said, oh, I'm quite surprised your results have improved this quick in this short space of time. And I only was taking 25 microgram of thyroxine, even though every time I got my bloods were improving, but they were trying to push 50 microgram on towards, and I was like, well, why? Because my results are improving. So the doctor agreed that actually this is like Ray, he said. So he was like, yeah, if you want to stop the meds, that's fine. So stop me meds, and continued, eating healthy, all that kind of stuff. And then the pandemic hit, and obviously as an entertainer, I lost all my work. So all my weekends were just gone. I hope this is not too boring for you. All my weekends were just gone, so I lost my income, I lost my life really, because that was what I'd done on the weekend. And at first, I actually took advantage, obviously spending more time with the family, with my daughter. I used to do kitchen lives, try and cheer people up. And then I started drinking a bottle of wine on a Saturday in the house, doing my kitchen live. Then I started drinking a bottle of wine on a Wednesday. And within the 2 year, the on and off of like restrictions and different things, I piled on a lot of weight. Well, 2 stone actually, piled on 2 stone. And it's been over a year, I would say. Has it been over a year? The days and times just feel like they're all just like, I can't make sense of it. It's just all over the place. Well, I'll definitely say this year anyway, I haven't managed to lose the weight. I feel like food at the moment is my only release. And a bit like an alcoholic or someone who's addicted to drugs, I feel like it's me clutch. And I think it's the only thing that I enjoy, which is quite sad. You know, I've got my daughter, but sometimes I just think she's a pain in the backside, and I really stress about her behaviour. You know, she's a single child, so it's quite hard to keep entertained, and she wants your attention constantly. So a lot of things have been going on, and I've just found it really, really hard. And food is the only thing, like I say, that I enjoy. But I know that that's going to have a negative impact on my life. It's going to spiral kind of out of control. And this is a thing where it's the power of compounding. So one day you eat a pizza, it's not going to make you fat. But if you continue to do that and do that and do that and do that, that's where you see, you know, your weight will grow, and of course your health will decline as well. And I feel like I'm stubborn because this isn't planned, and I'm not in the best place in my life right now. But I feel like I just need a mumble jumble. I need to just let it all out, and just post it. And there might be someone else out there who wants to follow my journey, who wants to kind of maybe do it at the same time, kind of eat healthy, and I'll kind of post what I'm doing and the things I'm learning as well. But what I am going to do for the sake of the camera, and I am so embarrassed to do this because I feel disgusted in myself, I've let myself get this weight, but I guess it's kind of like a before picture. So I'm absolutely bloated, and sometimes my belly bloats out like this. I feel pregnant, and it's not healthy. And it's not the fact that I think I'm fat shaming people, because obviously I've had a thyroid issue. Which, by the way, sorry, it went out again in lockdown. So I took my tablets for a little bit, but then I decided no, I'm going to stop. But then what happened after that is my folic acid was really low. I missed 3 periods, just loads of things have been happening. And then it's kind of got us to question, what am I putting in my body? What am I putting on my body? So right now, this is the before. And what I'm planning to do is actually make a plan instead of just waking up and going with. I'm very mood orientated. So if I wake up and I think, oh, well, I fancy this, I'll just get that. And I think being self-employed for so long, I've kind of got into the habit of just doing what I want when I want. I can cancel a job if I want to, I can work if I want to, if I don't want to. And I think I need to just, you know, keep that out of my head and think, right, I need a routine. I need to be doing something every day, even if it's just small. It's still going to get me one step closer to my goals and what I want to be. And what I want to be is healthy. So going back to the not fat shaming people, to me, when I say overweight people, it's not because I think, ew, they look disgusting. Because there's some big people I think, wow, you know, you've got an outfit on, you really pull it off. But for me, I feel like it's a sign of just mishealth, like bad health, and also, you know, like a discipline, and just that you're not really looking after yourself, really, that you don't really care about yourself. And I don't want to portray that energy that I don't care about myself, because how can my daughter think that I can care about her, look after her, but can't even really look after my own health and my own body? So that's kind of what I see when I see myself as big. And people like, oh, you look fine, you pull it off, you know, you wear. And I'm like, it's not about necessarily, of course it is about look. I want to be able to put on an outfit and look good, because when you look good, you feel good. But it's more that I know that I don't feel healthy. I feel tired, I feel lethargic, I get brain fog. My mood swings are shocking at the minute. Ask my partner, like really bad. So what I've discovered is there's this app called Yuka. I'll put a link in the video as well, but let me just see how it's spelled again. So it's Y-U-K-A. Now, it doesn't bring up every single item. I think it must be fairly new still. But there's thousands, if not, I'm sure, millions of users. And what you do is you can scan not just your food, but products that you use. And there's a lot of products that I use that have got hazardous chemicals in. And now some people can say, oh, we know it's just a small amount, but if you're using that product daily, amongst other products that have got small hazardous amounts, they all build up. And a lot of it is like respiratory issues you can get from it, allergies, you know, gut problems, things happening with your endocrine system. I can never say that word right. Like your nervous system and all that kind of stuff. So I was like, right, this is my plan. I'm going to do a podcast where I'm kind of researching this kind of thing. So if anybody's got anything that they would like to check out and you haven't got the app and you want us to look into it, and when I say us, my friend's going to kind of jump on with the podcast as well. So we're going to kind of just research and look into it and kind of put it in action. So we're going to start, you know, like today I went and I was scanning toothpastes, and it's not the fluoride that's the issue. In fact, let me tell you what it was. Sodium lauryl sulfate, moderate risk. It's an irritant. So that was the main thing that was coming up in most of the toothpaste, sodium lauryl sulfate. It's been known to have highly irritating effects on the skin, eyes, and scalp. It's also been shown to a lesser extent to have inflammatory effects on the skin. Yeah, so I've been looking for toothpaste, and I ended up buying a child's one, which is the Oral-B, which has got no medium or moderate or high risk chemicals. It's all low risk items. So it's just kind of making us be a little bit more conscious. So yeah, so tune into that. I'm not quite sure what we're going to be calling it yet. I think it's inside out. Yeah, inside out. Basically what you put in your body and what you put outside your body and how that's going to affect your health. And then hopefully I'll have another little channel on the side, which is more about your mind. And then another one that's going to be more about spirituality and that kind of stuff and things you can do to protect your energy. Quantum physics is just an amazing thing. So like obviously meditation, and manifesting as well, obviously thinking about all the things that you want instead of like sitting there dwelling on things you haven't got, or the bad situation you're in that's keeping you in this situation, that kind of stuff I'm going to be covering. But I just wanted to do this one video, just spare the moment so I can tick it off and say I've done, because there's nothing better than ticking off something on your to-do list. And also because I know that I don't look at my best today, and I thought I'm just going to do it. And then hopefully over the next couple of weeks, I will be feeling amazing and healthy and fit. And I won't have this brain fog that I've got right now. But yeah, so hopefully you can speak because my daughter's just come upstairs. Hopefully you can subscribe and follow my journey.